It's the ultimate travel guide from the people who know it best. Weekends with Yankee.
You have to set the corner.
Okay.
Now we head over to Walpole, New Hampshire,
There you go, a little more.
where Richard is helping artist Eric Aho create a very special project.
I'm Eric Aho. I'm a painter, and I love to paint the winter.
Eric's work has been featured around the world, including exhibits at the Museum of Fine Arts in Boston, the Fine Arts Museum of San Francisco, and the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York City. But the inspiration for this work comes from right here in New England. It's part of a series of paintings called Ice Cuts that explores and celebrates the infinite variations of light and color that can be seen and experienced in one simple subject: a hole cut in the ice of a frozen pond.
It's kind of a circular motion.
When it occurred to me that that hole in the ice was something that I really needed to paint, it wasn't a question of, oh, should I do this? It was, it hit me like a truck, like this is something I had to do.
The origin of this project comes from Aho's Finnish heritage. He cuts a hole in the ice that serves as an icy plunge pool for his sauna, or sauna as the Finns pronounce it. And then he paints it. This process connects Eric to his late father, who harvested ice when he was young with tools like these.
You've been coming to this particular pond and doing a sauna for decades now, right?
The sauna and the plunge pool is something that I've been doing for 20 years. Like one day, I looked at the hole, like I had never looked at it before. And I thought, is this like the most beautiful thing I've ever seen? See the reflection of the block in the water? Yeah, it's just really... Yeah, the color starts to take... I'll start back here and kind of establish like the palette that runs through the whole painting.
When did you first come here?
1998 or 99. I get to be friendly with the owner here, and I suggested to him that it'd be a great place for a sauna. We entered a gentleman's agreement, just like in the old days. A 99-year lease, he said. I had a building in search of a pond, and he had a pond in search of a building.
And when people talk about your work, what is it that you hope that they notice or say about it?
I guess what I'd really like, I mean, would feel great is if someone was as sort of dumbstruck by it as I was by the source, by the subject. You know, every time I'm out here, it's different. So sometimes it looks like coffee, and sometimes it's sage green. Sometimes it reflects the sky. It can be like an incredible bright blue. In the painting, it takes on this character of something other than what it is. You know, I'm not painting it like water. I mean, here it's a little bit inkier, or it has a kind of weight or a substance to it that, you know, isn't shown there in its flatness.
And there's got to be challenges out here in cold temperatures painting.
Totally. I mean, the oil paint doesn't freeze. It just gets a little stiffer. But, you know, you can add some oil and some solvent to ease it up a little bit.
How cold will you paint till?
I don't know, like 20 degrees. But if the sun's out and it's 25 degrees, it's just, it's comfortable, actually. When I just turned 30, my father was dying. And he told us some stories that he had told us as kids about cutting the ice when he was a child. A recitation of images of saws and sounds and the sound of the Finnish language. And that left an enormous impression on me. And then years later, I'm up here, I'm cutting the ice, and I'm having this sort of vicarious experience. I mean, this is sort of what I live for, I guess. I also know that the sauna is about 200 degrees Fahrenheit, and that is like the reward. Love those.
Okay, we're good.
Richard, you ready to get hot?
I am.
All right, warm up.
Okay, here we
All right.
go.
Yeah, let's get warm.
Wow.
Right. Wow, that's great.
I'm feeling little needles going through my body.
There's nothing like it.
This is pretty cool. It literally is pretty cool. Okay, I think I am out.
You lasted longer than I did.